Man, I've been here a little while. It's just delightful. It is just so awesome. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's all I can do to not swear. A lot. Man. Morning. There's almost nowhere for me to shoot here where there aren't people around. Enjoying my breakfast on this bench. It's starting to look a lot nicer out here. Today is definitely going to be a good day compared to yesterday. Everyone's down here enjoying the nice weather. And why wouldn't they? Interesting. So I've heard of these on the West Coast Trail, but this is the first time I see one. It's quite the structure. Back on the trail, back where I was yesterday. There are my falls that I went to. Got out at 10 after 11. I'm certainly not one to wake up and go hiking at 6 a.m. It just ain't me. Oh. I already stopped because the shoelaces came out here, significantly loosening off my shoe, which is super annoying. Gotta sit down and take care of it. Here we go. One waterfall. This is hard work, but it's awesome. Look at how much elevation change has already happened. This is sweet. Down there you can see the shelter just barely. And on the right you can just barely see the Robson, Whitehorn Ranger Cabin. White Falls. I finally get to see some kind of mountain. I'm not sure if that's Robson or Resplendent or what. Pretty dramatic though. There's Whitehorn now. Keeps getting smaller and smaller. God, this trail is ridiculously cool. This is awesome. It just came to me that You know, the trail is actually relatively free of garbage. People are being good. You'd expect a trail like this, which is massively popular, that there'd be pieces of garbage here and there, but people have been good. I have been told that that is Emperor Falls. There is a much better vantage point. But it's nice to know that I'm at least getting somewhat close. No shortage of amazing places to stop. Holy crap. I don't think that's Mount Robson. I think Mount Robson is behind that. Because Mount Robson pretty much never is clear of snow, and that looks fairly clear. This is just sick. Man. Not bad. Getting there, getting there. Oh my God. Having good coffee on the trail in an amazing spot like this. How much better does it get? Man, I've been here a little while. It's just delightful. It is just so awesome. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's all I can do to not swear. A lot. Man. Well, that was ridiculous. And now I gotta finish this climb off. Oh. Well, I think I'm all done the big climb. I haven't got to Emperor Falls Campground yet. That is my first shot of Mount Robson. Wow. That's freaking ridiculous. It's like there's a mountain on top of another mountain, like seriously. Is that a place people can camp? Damn. Emperor Falls Campground's got some nice shots. Some of these sites too are right on this river. You'd have a hard time getting your hands on one. You'd have to get here damn early, but yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Skyline is all about the trail. Berg Lake, it seems to be about both. I mean, the campgrounds are also wonderful. Berg Lake just has it all. This is just something else. I'm so happy to be done that big climb. Now this is the good stuff. Great trail, nice views, great day, no smoke. I mean, it was kind of a gamble coming out here. Yesterday was bad weather. Today there's barely any smoke, but I mean, I could be doused in smoke for 4 days after this. No one knows. So I'm gonna enjoy this thoroughly. This is fantastic. Only got to Emperor Falls last time when I was 14. So I'm officially hiking into new territory now, which is awesome. More awesomeness. There's some shots of the glacier. This trail, I can't get over it. It just doesn't stop. I haven't felt this majestic and at peace. I don't know if majestic's the right word. Do you feel majestic? In a long, long time. It is so unbelievable here. The water is going by slowly, just kind of gurgling, babbling. The scenery is unbelievable. You can't replicate this. Doesn't matter how much money you spend. Anyone who spends money on a helicopter to come up here and see this, I don't blame you one single bit. This is just ridiculous. Man, I thought that was the glacier. I'm wrong. That is the glacier. Holy crap. The trail actually comes down on the alluvials down here. Which is nice. On my way home, maybe I'll get over there and see how close I can get to that glacier. Right now, I'm just going to stick to the trail and get good intel on that. And then we'll see what we can do on the way back. God. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable in here. Here's Berg Lake. Yeah, baby. Some members of my family came and hiked it when I was 14, but I was too much of a lazy butt. I stayed in my tent, so I missed it. Well, here it is. Well, you're gonna hike a very popular trail, you're gonna see stuff like this. These aren't exactly nuke shooks, but they are big piles of rocks. 1, 2, 3, maybe more of them. And up there we go. Some interesting little falls, which on this hike are just ho-hum. I mean, it's crazy. I wonder if going up Hargreaves, you pass those. But that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Hargreaves Creek Bridge. A lot of cool bridges. Whoop. A lot of cool bridges on this trail. Ugh. Another campground. This one only has 7 paths. One of them right here, though. That's pretty sweet. That's a great place to eat. Well, I just went and dipped my knees and my feet in Berg Lake. This thing is great for that. Otherwise, you're putting your knees into the rocks. Another couple was here and they dove in, which I applaud. My God. I don't don't have anything to do that with, so I'd be doing it stark naked. And yeah, I'll just do the trail maintenance. It really helps get those knees and feet in the glacial water. So. Man, Berg Lake Glacier is super sweet. Heard a big crack come out of it about 5 minutes ago, and I actually did have time to look and see, but didn't see anything. Too bad. Well, this trail between Marmot and Berg Lake Campground, it becomes forest for a while. But what can you do? It can't all be unbelievable views, right? Even though this, well, now we're starting to peek out into out to the lake again. This trail does an amazing job keeping things interesting, that's for sure. Well, I can see people sitting by the shore down there, so I think I'm almost to Berg Lake. Oh yeah, another campground. 26 pads, wow. Holy crap. What's that for a camp spot? Oh wow. Hargreaves Shelter. Wow. Hi. Good. Just checking this out. I've never seen an enclosed shelter before. Give me a good nature shot. Ah. Oh, buddy? It's like a mouse. He thinks I'm gonna feed him. You're patient. Many fires down here. I wonder if this is from the old days when they were allowed fires or just illegal fires. I know there's a ranger that stays up here, so not sure precisely where he is. What a wicked ass glacier, man. Oh, hello. Up there is where there was a major rock slide on July 1st. So I wanted to hike Mum Basin and Toboggan Falls, but apparently there's still movement going on up there and it's all shut down. So I can do Hargreaves, but probably not those two. And I heard a rumble coming out of there 5 minutes ago, so there's still action up there. I'll have to compare this picture to what it looked like before. More bridges. Well, I'm on my way to the next campground. The trail is down on the plains, alluvials, whatever. Very easy. Starting to get some more nice views. Starting to lose Berg Lake. There's Mount Robson, has cloud up by it. Usual thing, and there's some smoke around. You can't see it perfectly. It's all right, I'm just happy for a beautiful day. Man, it's awesome. Small little intimate campground compared to the huge Berg Lake one. Wow. Well, at Rearguard, I started chatting with some people, and they told me that their father-in-law got choppered in today. Now, yesterday at the beginning, at the trailhead, I walked with some guy, older guy, for a couple of kilometers. And he told me he was being choppered in. Sure enough, it was his family, and he came walking up. That's funny. The social aspect of Berg Trail is kind of neat because you got all these shelters, and so people amass in them and start BSing and talking. I found that even on Skyline, some people would just, there's just some picnic tables, and people would just go sit at separate picnic tables and that sort of thing. You really didn't get a whole lot of social. I got some, but Berg Lake takes the cake like it does on almost everything else. Like, man, this trail, it is awesome. Here's the Snowbird Trail. That's a good one to note if you want to walk this. Closed until July 1. I'm planning to do Snowbird tomorrow. Hope that works out. Ranger cabin. Go check it out. Quite the operation we got going on here. This is all just for him to take care of the trail. Must be a jack of all trades, these guys. This would be a cool place to spend a summer. Like, there's even a horseshoe pit. Not bad, man, not bad at all. That's obviously the trail down there. There are solar panels. Really cool. I even see a barbecue over there. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. A little bit more of what I used to. I might come and hike up this one as far as I'm allowed to later. Shows a bunch of firewood, but it's all for emergency use only. I wonder if this is the parks or someone put it up. It's quite a large tarp. Gotta say, Snowbird Pass looks pretty awesome. I have left Robson Pass Campground. In a few hundred meters, I will hit the BC-Alberta border. I am coming to the home stretch, baby. It's pretty sweet. So there was a random path heading off the main trail, and I was like, whatever. And now, what the hell is this? Bridge is still fine. This is still on the BC side of things. Is this an old campground? What are you? What the hell? What the frig? Is it an old Robson Pass campground? Okay then. Well, I just took a little walk up from that table down there. And what on earth? So there's an even older table there. And a pipe going up over here. I don't have the slightest clue what this is. On that map back there, which looks pretty old, it just shows that this is an information board. Like, that's what it shows itself as on the map. Not sure why. And it's so old that the Mum Basin and Hargreaves Glacier routes aren't on there. There's just Toboggan Falls on there. And that guy's empty except for a lot of gathered rainwater. Old beat up. This pad doesn't look that old. It's still in decent shape. Huh. It's a mystery. Okay, so there actually was more. I crossed a little bridge there, and yeah, this is an old campsite. There's no doubt about that anymore. Old campground. I wonder why they shut it down and built Robson Pass over there. Like, this is a lot of money. Look at this. Look at the size of this. More abandoned stuff. Why shut down a campground on a super popular site like this? Maybe no one was ever using it because it's just a little too far, except it is literally like 300 meters farther than the last campground. There's a privy. Privy was just fine. This is probably the site of an old privy. This might be an old campground, but this is very recent. And what the devil does it mean? Temp 100. And there's another one over there. Well, from what I counted, there's only about 6-7 spots here, so maybe just not worth keeping it open. When you went to the trouble to build one of those pads, though, I mean, it's almost indestructible after that. Yeah, well, I don't make the decisions, that's for sure. Well, I think I'm going to go check out the helicopter landing area tomorrow. I think I've had enough little side trips for one day. I'd just like to get to Adolphus and start setting everything up. Made it to the border. Number 2U, British Columbia. And a lot of people put their names. Number 2U, Alberta. And what's the other side of this bad boy say? Just talks about the Berg Lake Trail. Oh, yeah. This is officially the North Boundary Trail now. Berg Lake, I left behind when I crossed the border. The neat thing is that Berg Lake explicitly does not allow fires, but Jasper does not have any fire ban right now, so I can have fires in my campsite. As none of those guys can, suckers. Well, I got some isolation now. There's no one here but me. Be pretty surprised if I find someone down there. Adolphus Lake. Not bad. There's Robson. There's this guy. Yeah. Now we're gonna go into the trees. I expect the trail to get a little tougher. I have to hike around this lake now. There's clearly people coming back here because look at all the footprints. Well, hiking around Adolphus Lake has been forest. This is more what I'm used to, not the endless amazing scenery. It's been good too. I haven't climbed over a single tree. I think when we're at this elevation, trees just don't die off as quickly. On the other hand, here's two dead ones right by the side of the trail. But I haven't seen recent chainsaw activity either, so I don't know. As far as I know, there's no horse outfitters that come through this, so yeah, it's in decent shape. I've started bear calling. Berg Lake is a super highway. You don't really need to do that, as far as I'm concerned, but out here, I'm bear calling. Well, it's the first time I broke out of the trees since I left Adolphus Lake. Nice thing about being in the forest for 1.5 kilometers or so is you get all new views when you get out. Adolphus is just a few hundred meters away. I'm just resting up my shoulders because it makes a lot of difference. Even if you rest just a few, with only 20 minutes left at most, or 10, it makes a difference. Look at that old stuff. And someone's actually here. I don't believe it. Oh my God, someone's here. The Adolphus Privy. That's good compared to what I've seen on the North Boundary Trail. Usually it's just a log in between trees. Got my food tied up. My neighbors are in bed. There's my tent, still wet. Somebody has like a lens cap stuck in here. That's it for a crazy day 2. Night night.